You ready to dive into the world of trading crypto but don't know where to start? I understand how overwhelming it can be when you're just starting out. That's why I'm here to simplify the process for you. In this video, we'll cover things like difference between investing and trading, choosing the right platform, setting up accounts, funding your account, crypto trading basics, and tips to avoid common mistakes. Let's clear up a common confusion when it comes to crypto. What's the difference between investing in crypto and trading crypto? These two approaches might sound familiar, but they are quite different in terms of mindset, strategies, and goals. Investing in crypto is all about the long game. You are buying cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum with the intention of holding them for months or even years. The goal here is to ride the wave of growth, potentially reaping huge returns down the line. Now, trading crypto is a whole different ball game. Traders actively buy and sell cryptocurrency over a short period of time, aiming to profit from price fluctuations. This could mean holding a coin for a few days, hours, or even minutes. For example, here are the different types of trading in terms of time frames. Scalping, second to minutes. Day trading, minute to hours. And swing trading, days to weeks. Each trading style has its pros and cons, and the choice depends on your personality, risk tolerance, and the time you can commit to trading. Right, without any further ado guys, let's jump into what platform to use and setting up the account. Right, so one of the main reasons why I made this tutorial is because choosing the right platform in New Zealand can be quite challenging when you're just starting out. In this tutorial, we are going to work with two platforms. One is going to be Bitget for our trading, and the other one is going to be Easy Crypto to pay our profits into our bank account. Right guys, now that I explained this, let's jump into creating our Bitget account so we can start trading. For this, you can use the link on the description down below. With my code, you can get some bonuses and discounts, so don't forget to check that out. So without any further ado, let's jump into the sign up page. Right guys, so basically once you click on that link, it will take you directly to the sign up page from Bitget, and here we're just gonna have to go forward and put all our details and pretty much create the account. So once you got your account, you're just gonna have to go through a verification process, and then pretty much we are in on our platform. Now I'm going to go step by step on every single part of the platform, how to use it, etc. So if we come to the buy crypto option here, we can see the different options that we got to purchase our crypto. One of them is through credit or debit card. It's very easy, very simple, and as it says here, 0 fees. And then you have another options like peer-to-peer trading, which you're pretty much purchasing from other people, and they got some other options here as well. If we come into markets, you are going to see things like news, insights, data. This section will help you a lot pretty much with fundamental analysis, so definitely check that out. Now let's go into the trade section. Here we can find, for example, on first place the spot option. You're going to be able to buy the actual cryptocurrency. If we jump into the option futures, here it's where we are going to be pretty much betting on the future of the asset. Then over here we got options like bots. That's pretty much if you want to use a bot to do the job for you. It's like an automated trading. And then we got options here like copy. You'll be copying the trades from other traders. But yeah, I'll let you guys to discover these options over here. That's not what we're touching up today. So now let's jump into what we need to start trading. So first we need to understand that when we are trading crypto, we are pretty much exchanging one thing for the other. If we want to, for example, trade Bitcoin, we have to have something else to exchange it for. So that's when the stable coins come into play. So what are they? It's pretty much a simulation of the dollar. As you guys can see here, the price is pretty much the same value as the dollar. It never actually moves. It doesn't fluctuate. It always stays the same. That's why it's called a stable coin. So that's what we are going to use to trade. So if we come back to the platform here, the first thing we are going to need to do is to fund our account with a stablecoin. In this case, it's Tether. To do that, we are gonna have to come into buy crypto, and then you can choose these different options. That's up to you. I just use credit or debit card, and let's say we want to pay, let's change this to New Zealand dollars. You can select here, and here we can select our stablecoin. In this case, it's gonna be USDT. And let's say we want to get, I don't know, $500. So we go ahead, put $500, and here it will tell us how much Tether we are going to get in exchange for those $500. Once that's done, our money, it's going to get credited into our wallet here. Here we are going to be able to check how much money we got. And in this tab, we can find the options of deposit, withdraw, and transfer. And now I do want to mention, you don't need money to start trading. We we got an option. If we come here into futures and then we go down, we can find this option called classic demo trading. So if we click on that, this is going to be a demo account where we are actually going to be able to trade pretty much with funds that are not real. It's real good for getting your skills ready for the real deal. So if we come into this option here, it will let us adjust how much funds we got. So let's say pretend that we got $100,000. That's our balance there, and we can start trading. But for now, we're just going to go into the live trading option. So pretending that we got actual funds. So for that, we are going to come into the futures option here, USDT futures, and that's going to bring us into the chart. All right, guys, now that we are on the chart, I want to explain every single part of the chart because I know it can look a bit complicated, especially when you're just starting out. Let's start by the top left corner here. We can see the Bitcoin icon here, and it says BTC USDT. That's pretty much the pair we're trading. So that means that we are trading Bitcoin against USDT, our stablecoin. And if we come down here into this tab, we can find every single coin that we can actually trade. So if you want to find a specific one, you can just come here on search and search it up, for example room, and then you can just select it and it will take you straight to the chart for that certain coin. Now if we keep moving, here it will tell you pretty much the price of the coin, and in here in this little section it will tell us price change that happened on the last 24 hours. So here we can see it changed by 42 cents, and here we got a bunch of information which I don't really use too much. In this part here we can see it says time, so this is pretty much here we are going to be able to select our different time frames. As you can see here, for example, we got the 1 second chart. So if we press that, it's going to take us to a 1 second chart, which doesn't pretty much make any sense, as you guys can see here. So as I mentioned previously on the video, there is mainly 3 different types of trading. You got scalping, where you are more than likely going to be using the 1 minute time frame up to the probably 5 minute time frame. Then we got day trading, where we are going to be using from the 1 hour time frame up to the daily or weekly time frame, just to have a clear bias and understanding of where the market is going. Me myself, I normally trade a 1 hour chart, so let's click on that, and there you go. That's a 1 hour chart. Every single one of these sticks, they are called Japanese candlestick. Every single one of these sticks represents 1 hour, so every single one of these sticks will represent one of these units here. So in this case, this one single stick here will pretty much represent 1 hour. Now we can change to 4 hour or the daily time frame. We will be pretty much using the higher time frames like the daily time frame or the weekly time frame if we are doing swing trading. So if we keep moving on the chart, this little icon here, in this section here, you'll be able to find every single indicator. I myself, I only use one indicator. I'm not a big fan of indicators. I just type RSI, which stands for Relative Strength Index. So let's open that up. It's gonna come up here on the bottom. If we come into this icon here, we are going to be able to change the candlesticks. So for example here, if we click on this, we are going to see that we got some bars now, which I don't really use. We only stick to the candles. For me, the candle is the thing that's going to give you the most information out of the price action. I just want to explain something very quickly. Candlestick, it's formed by 2 things. One, it's going to be the body of the candle, and then we got the wicks, which is the little stick that is at the top, at the bottom. But then the candles got 4 points. Let's use the green candle for an example. Wherever the candle starts, it's going to be the opening price. This is going to be the O, the opening. Then the candle, it's going to move depending whether it's going to go up or down. In this case, the candle went up all the way up to here. That point here, it's going to be the high, and then our candle, it's going to close here. That's the end of the body. That's going to be the close, and this bottom of the candle, it's going to be the low. So that's pretty much how every single candlestick works. So now that we know how a candlestick works, let's keep moving. So then we got some other options around here which I don't use too much. So this one here is pretty much to take a screenshot of your chart. So let's keep moving into this section here. So in this section here, if we open that, we will see all the tools that we got here as trend lines and lines that we can use in our chart to mark certain points and do your technical analysis. So let's say we want to use a trend line, we just touch that and we just click in there, and trace the trade line. Let's say that tool is one of your favorite tools that you will be using most of the time. You will just come here, click on that little start, and then that's going to give you your own toolbar in here, which is going to be pretty handy. In here, this is the section where we are going to find all our Fibonacci tools. There is a lot of strategies based on the Fibonacci tools, etc. I'm not going to get into that at the moment, but I will make some videos about it. Try to study it and make some research about it because it's very important. Here you're going to find things like the brush, the rectangle, which I got it on my favorite here on my toolbar. If we keep going, here we got annotation tools like text, etc. I don't use that much either. And here we will be using this a lot, which this is your long position tool. With this tool, going to tell us what's the percentage, like how much is going to go up. And the red part here, you are going to use that as your stop loss to calculate your stop loss. This tool is going to become your best friend when it comes to risk management. Also, here it's going to tell you the risk to reward, so you definitely want to keep this tool as your best friend. Also, if we come to the same section, we are going to be able to find the same tool but for the short positions. In here we will find other tools like date range. So for example, if we come here and select the tool, it's going to tell us that from this point up to this point here, 26 days went past. And we also got some other tools which I don't really use too much. And here we got the measuring tool. You are going to be able to tell what was the price movement. So as you guys can see here, is 57%. That measuring tool is going to be your best friend too. You can use it the opposite way to know how much the price went down. So as you guys can see here, it went down 26%. Before we go into this section here, we are going to go over a few things first, which is going to be pretty much customizing your chart. So if we use on the mouse the scroll, you're going to be able to zoom out and zoom in. Also, you can use your mouse here and adjust the window as you want. And then if we right click, we can reset the chart by touching that. The other thing is, I don't like the standard chart the way it comes on the platform, so I'll show you how to change that. So we are going to right click and come into settings, and in here you are going to be able to find the different things that you can change. So for example, the background, you can leave it white, or you can change it to gray, black, just whatever you want. In this case, let's just leave it in white. The grid lines are those gray lines that we can see at the back. I don't use them at all. If you want them off, you can just come and turn the opacity to 0, and now we can see that they are gone. Another thing you can do is change the color of your crosshair, which I don't really do. And if we come into the symbol tab here, we are going to be able to tweak a few things about the candles. For example, myself, I like to change the color of the border, so let's go ahead and change this to black. You can change the opacity also. You can just play around with it, and then we just click OK. Then if you want to reset all of these, you can come here to template and apply defaults, and that's going to take you back to the normal chart. Right guys, so now let's jump into the exciting part. But before, you just need to understand that crypto is very volatile, it's very risky. You can make a lot of money, but you can also lose it all. So yeah, you should practice a lot before putting any money on stake. So definitely use the demo trading option that I showed you guys before and get your skills ready for the real deal. Okay, so let's start with this section here. So as you guys can see here, the first thing we can see is that we got this option open long and open short. That's going to be whether we want to open a long position or a short position, depending on where do we think the price is going to go. We also have this section here with the different types of orders. Every time we're trading, we got different types of orders that we can use. So one of them is going to be the limit order. This limit order is pretty much going to tell the broker, okay, I want to open my position but at a certain point. So for example, we are sitting on $2.50 here. Let's say we think the price is going to go up to $3. So we can tell the platform, okay, once the price reaches $3, I want to open a long position. And in this section here, we can tell the broker how much money we want to put into our position. As you guys can see here, it says the quantity of the USDT or our stable coin. We also got the market order, which is this one right here. This is why I use pretty much most of the time. What this means is that as soon as you click on open long position, you're actually going to buy the asset on the current price. And the same here, we can select with this little bar here how much money we want to put into our position, and then we just go and click on open long or open short, depending on where do we think the price is going to go. I'm going to give an example of all of this soon, but first let's go through every single part. Here TP and SL means for take profit and stop loss. Right guys, so now there is only one part left to explain here, but before we go into that, I just want to let you know that leverage is a weapon of mass destruction. You should abstain from using leverage until you know what you're actually doing. So pretty much what leverage means is, let's say we got $1,000, right? So if we click on this, we'll see that it will give us an option from 1 up to 125. So what that means is that you can multiply your capital. So let's say we have 1k and we use 5x leverage. We pretty much borrowing from the actual broker, and now we got $5,000. But what that means is very simple. I will show you guys in a quick example. Let's say we are going to open a position right at this point, right? And now we can use our long position tool here. So we open the position right here, right? And we are using 5x leverage. It means that if the price goes down 20%, we are going to lose all our capital. But it also means if the price goes up 10%, we are actually doing 50% return, okay? Because we are always multiplying that percentage, that price move, times 5. That's how leverage works. This is how many people lose all their money. So I'm going to beg that you guys get quite a bit of practice. People don't have a lot of capital to start trading. So there is a lot of people that might start with 1k, $500, whatever. That means that if we have $500 and we multiply that by the 20x leverage that we're using, we are pretty much trading with 10k. But here is how people lose all their money. As soon as the price moves 5% against you, you are liquidated. Your money is going to be gone. Yes, you are literally trading with 10k, so if the price went up even 1%, you are making already a 20% return. If the price moves 10%, you'll be making 200%. So people gets real greedy and very comfortable with it, and that's how they lose all their money. Before you use leverage, please go through a lot of practice first. Now let's jump into a live example of how to use all of this. The first thing you want to do is obviously go through some technical analysis and pretty much determine what's the bias, like where is the price going, and depending on our analysis, then we can start planning to open some trades. Let's start with the market order. So let's say we are speculating, thinking that because we reached this point here, now the price should go up. So we want to open a long position. So in this bar here, we are going to select how much money we want to allocate to the trade. So we are going to go with 100%, and we are going to go and click open long. As you guys can see, our position is open, and in this section here, it says long, and then you see these numbers. That's your unrealized profit or loss. So at the moment we can see that we are on minus $100. It's called unrealized because we have not closed this position yet. So as I mentioned before, we should always have a risk management system, and that's when the take profit and stop loss option here, it's gonna come into play. We should always be aiming to have a 1 to 2 risk to reward trade at least. It means that we are pretty much going to risk 1% to gain 2%. To get a 2% return, okay? You want to risk $1 to make $2 at least. So let's say we think the price should not go below this level here, all right? So that's pretty much going to be a risk tolerance. We don't want to risk, let's say, any more than 0.5%, half a percent, okay? Let's say we think the price is going to come up to that high there. So we are going to risk 0.5% to gain 2.82%. So now how do we set up a take profit and stop loss order? So for that, we are going to come at the level of our risk tolerance. In this case, it's right there at 0.5%, and we are going to copy that price level. As we can see, is 98k, 98.5k. So we can just right click and copy price right there, and that's going to be our stop loss. So we are going to come on the bottom here, right? We can come into this option right here. In the stop loss section, we are going to paste the price that we copied before. Confirm, and as you guys can see, the stop loss is set up. Now if we want to set up our take profit, we're going to do exactly the same. We are going to come into this level, copy the price at that level, and paste the price. And that's it. It's all set up. Now, there is also a different way to do this. I will show you very quickly. Let's close let's cancel this order. So we can cancel it from here if we want to change our mind. And what we are going to do is we are going to bring the mouse up here and drag this to the point that we want to take the profit at, and then we let it go, and that's it. And we can do exactly the same for the stop loss. We just go like that, bang, confirm, and that's our stop loss. Very simple. So yeah, that's with the market order. With the limit order, let's say we are thinking the price is going to come to this point here. I'm going to click on that and copy price. We come into the limit tab, in price, copy, paste, that's it. So click, that's it. That's your limit order setup, and you got your short position open. So as soon as the price reaches this point, your position is going to be triggered instantly. So now let's do another example using leverage. So we are going to use a market order. So let's say we want to use 50x leverage. So we are going to go and allocate all of our money open long. As soon as the price moves down 2% from here, all my money is going to be gone. So yeah, be very careful about using leverage. Now that we went through all of these things, let's close this position here. I'm not going to get too much into strategies in this video because otherwise it's going to be a huge video, but I will give you guys some tips of some things that you can go straight out of this video and search it up and start learning some of this stuff. I'm going to tell you 3 of the strategies that I use, and I combine them together so you can go and search them up and start learning them yourself. One that you should definitely learn, it's going to be price action. The second one, it's going to be trend lines. It's very beginner friendly. And the other one, RSI indicator. You should learn how to trade RSI divergences. So now that this is all said, let's keep moving into the next part, which it will be how to withdraw our profits into our bank account. Let's go to the asset tab here. So if we want to withdraw our profits, they are more than likely going to be on the futures account. We're going to come into the withdrawal option, click withdraw. Now at the same time, what we want to do is go to Easy Crypto. You need to make an account with Easy Crypto if you don't have one already. So what we want to do is come into the Easy Crypto main menu, which is this one here, and here you're gonna have a few options like buy, sell, or swap. We're going to go into the sell tab. Here we are going to change this and we are going to select USDT. And here we are going to enter the amount that we want to withdraw. So let's say 500 USDT. We're just going to go ahead and put 500 USDT. So it's about 858 New Zealand dollars. What we want to do is come here and touch on sell now. So it will bring us to this page here where it's going to give you a bunch of information. Processing fee, it's going to be $4. In delivery network, we are going to leave it as it is, and we are going to touch on this little thing here, get USDT deposit address, and it's going to give us all this information here. And in this area here, it's going to give us the address. Okay, so this is the address where we are going to send our money from Bitget to Easy Crypto. So we are going to copy that, and we are going to come in the withdrawal page here, and where it says select a coin, now we are going to select USDT. Here we are going to keep this on chain, and in select network, you always have to make sure that you are selecting the same network as Easy Crypto. So we are going to put exactly the same one. You guys can see it right there, ERC20, Ethereum, and where it says withdrawal address, we are going to go and copy the address that Easy Crypto gave us, which is this one right here. You want to make sure you put exactly what it says there, because if you miss one number, your money is gone. And then we are going to go to next, and in this area here we are going to select how much we want to withdraw. In this case is 500 USDT. And once we do all of this, we come here and click withdraw, and everything will be done. And once it's all done, the order is going to get processed in your Easy Crypto account, and they are going to pay you straight into your bank account. You will normally get paid within a few hours. Right guys, so we are now getting to the end of this video. I do hope you guys found this information useful. I will be making soon another in-depth tutorial about how I trade Bitcoin, the strategies I use, risk management, psychology. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next video.